What's going on, yo? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NBA, talking LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and basically talking about if that huge trade, Kyrie for Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder, that trade, is it going to be enough to keep LeBron James in Cleveland past next season? So everybody knows LeBron's going to be a free agent in 2018. And there were always reports that, hey, LeBron could potentially leave the Cavs. But for the past couple of months, the reports have just been steamrolling into more and more bigger news. And now there have been multiple reports coming out, one in particular that I'm going to tell you guys about, where executives believe in the NBA that LeBron leaving the Cavs in 2018 is a foregone conclusion. So let's talk about this. And do I really think LeBron's leaving next year? Is this trade enough? Is having Isaiah Thomas enough? What will happen to LeBron James beyond this season in 2018? Will he stay with the Cavs or not? So there is a report out there that many executives believe that LeBron James leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers is a foregone conclusion. And this report comes from Bleacher Report. And I'm going to read you guys some of the quotes here. So one Western Conference scout says he's out. Another Eastern Conference general manager says it's a foregone conclusion. And it basically talks about that James has been mostly linked to the LA Lakers for multiple reasons, such as further cementing his legacy in TV and film production post-playing, leading 3 different franchises to a title, etc., etc. Talking about his obsession with matching MJ's ring record of 6 isn't there as much as it was before. And he talked about that in last year's finals when he said, I don't think I have anything left to prove during the finals, and that's where that came from. So that's what the report says. So a lot of executives believe LeBron James is out. He's not going to stay with Cleveland past this season. So does that mean it is going to happen? Of course not, okay? But I talked about this extensively in another video where Chris Sheridan reported that it's a foregone conclusion that he is leaving Cleveland. But that was before the Isaiah Thomas trade. Okay, that was before the Isaiah Thomas trade. So does this trade help LeBron stay in Cleveland? Does this help the Cavs keep LeBron James in Cleveland? I believe it does help. I believe the fact that the Kyrie relationship was toxic. I never understood people that were saying the Cavs lost this trade because you needed to trade Kyrie. It was a toxic relationship. He wanted out, and they got rid of him. And not only did they get rid of him, they got the best possible offer that a team like Chicago, a team like Indiana couldn't get for their superstars in Jimmy Butler and Paul George. So for those people that said that the Cavs lost this trade, Kyrie wanted out. You couldn't start the season with him anyway. So I don't understand how they can say the Cavs lost this trade. They had an excellent return for Kyrie Irving. So that helps keep LeBron James in Cleveland more than people think, because of the fact that Kyrie doesn't want to play with LeBron, and who wants to play with someone that doesn't want to play with you, right? So now that's actually adding more motivation to LeBron James, because now he's going to see that Kyrie is on his own team, and now he's going to be like, all right, you got your own team. Let's see what you can do, okay? Come playoff time, I'm going to kick your you-know-what, so you better be ready. So that's going to give LeBron more motivation factor this season when and if the Cavs and Celtics meet in the playoffs, which I fully expect them to meet in the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's one thing. And here's the other thing. With the trade, it adds some depth. Okay, Jay Crowder can help guard KD in the finals when LeBron needs a rest. Okay, Isaiah Thomas, he kind of replaces the scoring load that Kyrie Irving gave. Now, of course, Kyrie is the better player, but Isaiah Thomas is no slouch. He finished 5th in MVP voting. He was a top 5 scorer in the league. He was second team All-NBA. He had an amazing year, okay? Yes, I know about the bad hip, okay? But again, I'm fully expecting him to be healthy come training camp time. I don't think the Cleveland doctors would have checked off on this trade if they thought the hip was something serious, okay? So those two things will help, and I expect Dwayne Wade to come to the Cavs after that buyout from the Bulls. So you're adding Dwayne Wade. They added Derrick Rose and Jeff Green in the offseason. And yes, I know all these acquisitions seem 5 years too late. They seem too old. But you cannot underestimate depth. Okay, you're not asking Dwayne Wade to play 35 minutes. You're not asking Derrick Rose to play 30 minutes. These guys are going to play 20 to 25 minutes a game. And it is going to help with the depth of the Cleveland Cavaliers, okay? And here's the thing. there's reports coming out that they're looking to trade Iman Shumpert right now, okay? So they are not done wheeling and dealing. And here's the thing with Cleveland. If they are able to trade, or if I should say, if they want to make even more of a statement for LeBron James, I don't expect them to do this, but if they want to go all in, they probably should. Trade that Brooklyn pick, trade an Iman Shumpert, maybe even a Jay Crowder. I want to keep Jay Crowder because that contract is amazing. Trade those three for another star right now. A Boogie Cousins would be perfect, okay? Trade for DeMarcus Cousins, bringing up Cleveland. Now you got LeBron James, Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, DeMarcus Cousins. Now you have 4 All-Stars to match the Warriors for All-Stars. And yes, I know the 4 All-Stars on the Warriors would still be better, but now Cleveland would still have depth. You'd still have Dwayne Wade. You'd still have Derrick Rose. You'd still have those guys. J.R. Smith off the bench, a Kyle Korver off the bench. That would help immensely with LeBron staying in Cleveland, because chances are next year, when if he is looking to leave, there is not one team that is set right now to just take LeBron James in and he's going to fit perfectly and he's going to win the championship, okay? People forget this. When he went to Miami, nobody expected Miami to be the destination. If you remember, Chicago was the place to be that people were saying was the #1 destination for LeBron James. They thought he was going to go to Chicago with Derrick Rose, MVP Derrick Rose, that Bulls team with Joakim Noah, with Carlos Boozer, and all those guys. Actually, Carlos Boozer, I think, signed when they missed out on LeBron James. But Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah. And everybody was expecting that. Nobody expected Miami. So here's the thing. Everybody's expecting LA. Everybody's expecting these certain teams. And I feel like if LeBron James leaves, it's going to be a similar situation in Miami where they'll pick a neutral spot and all 2-3 guys, whoever he joins up with, a Paul George, a Westbrook, something, meet in that location, okay? I don't think the Lakers are the only option here, okay? A lot of people are just saying it's the Lakers for sure. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think if he leaves, it'll be a surprise team, okay? And if you guys want to know more about that, I went into detail on that video. Go check that out, where I think LeBron James is going. So, getting back to the point here. Is he going to leave Cleveland? Okay, like I said, there's 2 scenarios I see playing out here, folks. 2. They go to the finals again. They lose to the Warriors in 5 games again, or 4 games. LeBron's out. I'm sorry, Cleveland fans. You can say goodbye. Kiss him goodbye, because LeBron James is leaving Cleveland. That will show him they got no shot to beat the Warriors, okay? And he is trying to take his talents elsewhere, okay? That's scenario 1. Scenario number 2. They lose to the Warriors, but it's a very competitive 7-game series, very competitive 6-game series. Something happens where they could have won, but they lost. And the thing with that is LeBron would be inclined to stay, I believe, because he will realize that there will not be another team that he could go to that could get that close to the Warriors that quickly, okay? So that might tell him, hey, I'm just a little bit, maybe a player away, so let's try this again next season. I'll re-up here, okay? And so that's the thing with LeBron James. Scenario 3, of course, if they win, he stays. I believe if they win the championship, I think he stays. I just don't think there's any way he leaves. I just don't think that's a good look on his legacy. And as much as we don't like to admit it, I still think LeBron James cares about legacy, okay? So that is what I think, folks. I think this trade does help keep LeBron in Cleveland. But if the Cavs management wants to secure it even more and risk it, and I know it's very risky because they want to keep that pick in case LeBron leaves, I think they should go all in and just trade that pick for a superstar player right now. Because here's the thing with Cleveland, LeBron James leaves, it's over anyways, okay? And here's the thing, LeBron James, he's not signing 5-year contracts with anyone. He's not signing with anyone. He's doing 1-year deals for the rest of his career because he's too smart, okay? He's a businessman. That is just what LeBron does, folks, okay? So Cleveland fans, sorry he's not signing a 5-year deal. No matter what, he could still stay, but he's not signing a 5-year deal, okay? So putting a percentage on it, I'm going to probably say 60% he stays, 40% he leaves. I could change a little bit, maybe 55-45, but that's where I'm at now. Let me know what you guys think. Does LeBron James stay in Cleveland or does he leave next season? And where to? Leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.